I'm loving this big sweeping bend. This is the types of spots I'm looking for. Got long straight sections, you've got this big sweeping bend. The weed doesn't appear to be nowhere near as bad here as well. Still plenty of it, but definitely fishable here. Looks good. Well, I've been going along now. We're probably about 4 kilometres in. I've just seen my first sign. I don't know if it's a carp or not, but a big patch of fizzing came up just there. That's the only thing I've seen. So definitely a fish out. Whether it's a carp or not, who knows? Could be a catfish rubbing the bottom. Don't know. It looked like a carp though, with small bubbles. I'll mark this spot. Maybe come back to it later tonight. Shaz is getting away. I mean, Shaz has just done a look for a new stretch in the canal. Oh, this looks nice here. Liking this. Good fish here. You think, love?
Very pretty.
Just nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
This looks a nice spot as well here. Liking this. Oh, that is picturesque, that. Oh, it's beautiful, that. So we'll come across like a, oh, it's like a mini aqueduct on the canal. It's not a lock, but it's like a narrowing of the canal. Goes over a stream. Looks pretty nice to me. Yeah, it looks nice, this. Oh, it's so picturesque, that. Beautiful. I'm liking this side as well. I'm liking this margin down here. The only trouble is it could be tricky getting my gear to it. It's a bit of a walk. I can imagine a couple of rods just down this margin. It looks nice. Oh yeah, that looks cracking. That looks bang on for a bite, that. Yeah, well, decided on this spot here. Just got a bivvy up for me and Shaz. Just sorting my rods out. Basically, I'm just going to fish a couple of rods. I'm going to have one down this margin. This margin looks perfect. And I'm going to put one on the other side. And because it's like a, well, it is an aqueduct, it goes over a river. So it narrows in. So any fish moving, well, they've got to move past us. It's sort of like any fish moving left to right, it's going to force them past us. And I'll have a bait bang there as well. I will. I might even try one just the other side of the aqueduct as well, because it's only like 20 yards from where I am. Probably will do. But this is the rig I'm using. This one, it's a 3-ounce lead, 45-pound boom, 45-pound supple section, and a combi rig. Big 24mm rock hard bait and a 20mm bottom bait. Size 1 up, that. I've no idea about the crayfish in this section, so I've gone with a rock hard bait to start with, and I'll see what damage it gets. If it's mega damage, I'll probably just go to tiger nuts. And, yeah, liking the look of it. Let's get the rods out. Bait wise for this trip, just got maize and tiger nuts. There's a few tigers in there, not loads, mainly maize, and got some, I think they're 20mm scope squid, them ones. That will do. This one I'm just swinging out. Here comes the barge. Oh yeah, perfect, that. Perfect. Well, let's get the second rod out. This one's going on that far side, about a rod length off it. Oh, yes, that was nice. That. Let's get a few baits out. Oh, perfect. Last thing I want to do is waste any on that walkway across there. Get them as close as I can. Oh, too far. Damn. Perfect. It's good, bit of maize. Don't mind losing a bit of maize. I've got 2 rods out now. I could have put them both together there, but if I get a fish on that near side margin, the last thing I want is another line being in the way, so I've put it over there. That one's on a back lead, but it is a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, and this path has been a nightmare. It's been a constant stream of dog walkers, people on bikes, but that's what you get on the canals. They sort of like do a loop, they come behind me, then they go on the other side. Non-stop. Soon be night time though, and hopefully no one will be about then. But it feels good for a bite. If I was a carp, I'd be around this little corner here, so the bend. Beautiful sweeping bend. Yeah, fish on. That's not taking long, but I think it's a catfish. I think it's a catfish. Can't tell for certain yet, but the way it's fighting, I think it's a catfish. I hope it's not. If it's a catfish, it's the first catfish I've had from this particular canal. Let's hope it's a carp. The way it was just bouncing about suggested it was a catfish. Let's hope it's a carp what thinks it's a catfish. Oh yeah. Oh, it's gone on the middle of a rod. I don't want that, that's bad. Yeah, feels like a catfish, unfortunately. Love it. Taking me for a walk. Damn. Drat. It's taking me for a walk, this one. Yeah, it's a catfish, it's a catfish, it's a catfish. Hey up. Nope. I'll give you a bit more stick. I ain't gonna let you get away with it. Still not seeing it. There we go. Knew it was a catfish. Knew it was a catfish. Nice size for a canal catfish, that. And the canal's a bit murky, so it's going to be pale, but oh, look at that. Canal catfish, go on. Ooh, get in the net, fold yourself up. Nope, it's got to fold itself up when they're that big. Go on, fold yourself up, swim into that net. Nope, it's not going in. It's quite a big catfish, that. Oh, it's almost in. Yep. It's in. Oh. Blimey. If only that was a carp. Lovely cut. It's almost it's almost like an albino colour. Yeah. Beautiful looking fish. Good fun on the canal, that. Right. You can behave yourself. Put the waterproof coat. There you go. Nice colours on that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful looking fish, that. Always surprised getting one of these from the canal. Love it. Well, it's the morning after, and absolutely nothing last night. Didn't hear or see any carp. Caught that catfish within like, well, I don't know, within a couple of hours of starting. I thought, yeah, that's a good sign. And yeah, but nothing. So, but that's carp fishing for you on these canals, especially when you're doing a bit of exploring. The reality is that who knows, you could be miles away from the nearest carp, but unless you try, you're never going to find out. We tried. We found out that there's nothing here. What do you think, love?
Time to move to the next stretch now.
Yes, that's right. So I'm going to wind in and have a go somewhere else. See if we can winkle one out actually today. It's about 9:30 now. Absolutely beautiful setting, but there's no carp. Right, let's wind in, let's go somewhere else. Right, I'm liking this. So I've come from that section where I had that catfish last night, didn't see any carp, so I drove over the canal here. I thought, you know what, it looks nice, and I thought I can actually get down and fish it right on the edge. So that's just for the day, probably about 6 hours, 7 hours fishing. I'm going to have a fish. So I've got one rod where the lock gate is, the other rod by that big Dutch barge, and the third rod I'm going to cast on the far bank, and Shaz is walking over now and she's going to chuck some bait in for us. So I'm going to cast out. Shaz will see where the leather land, and she's going to chuck 20-30 baits over my hook bait, or go in well. It'd be great if I can get one during the day. No reason why not. Not many boats. It's like, it's almost, well, I think it's the 30th of September now, so boat traffic is at a minimum really. Probably get 2 or 3 boats throughout the course of the day, but that's it. And there's Shaz. Boom, perfect. Go on there, Shaz, get that bait in. That was perfect, that. Put a back lead on that one. Yep, let's get a back lead on that. Come on, rods, rattle off. Dog, you best going nowhere near my rods. Just wander around in France, just wander around. If that one's got a collar on. God knows where that one lives. Just sniffing me old bait out it is.
You won't be able to get out.
Right, what a pain in the backside this dog has become. Just disappear, please. Go on, do one.
Oh dear.
Go and find somebody else to annoy. I know there's a lot of dog lovers in carp fishing, but I ain't one of them. Go on, I'll feed you to the catfish and keep annoying me.
Careful what you say. Oh.
Well, it's almost 5 o'clock now. I've not had a sniff on the rods. You know what, I really thought I would have had something for me in the day. But again, I'm not seeing a single sign of a carp. They're going to be somewhere, I know they are, but I just can't find them at the moment. I just have to keep persevering, so I'll give it to 6 o'clock, goes dark about 8. I'll give it to 6, find a new spot and do a night in a new spot. Shaz is having a push bike now, so if you're going to keep an eye out, see if you can see any signs, if she sees any carp while she's on a bike. Yeah. Yeah, one thing's for sure, you know, it's never easy just exploring these canals. You never really know if you're fishing for anything. But yeah, that's the beauty of it though. When it does rattle off, it's so good, so rewarding. And me and Shaz have been out looking for new spots, just trying to track them down. We've been struggling a little bit, not seeing a single carp for a couple of days now. Normally when you're on them or near them, you actually hear them crash, but absolutely nothing. So come to a completely new section. Never tried this before, so this will be interesting. It's a bit of a trek though from the van. Just got to rump over the gear. Hey yo, let's get on with it. Beautiful, beautiful though. Got bivvies up. Got most of the gear, so I'm going to get the rods now and a bit of bait, put them out. Shaz has got the cob on.
What you say, I've got a cob on?
Yeah, you've always got a cob on, haven't you? Never. Shaz never has a cob on, ever. Well, maybe sometimes. Yeah. The only thing is it's a bit too near the motorway. This, you can hear the motorway noise in the background, but I tell you what, it's definitely scenic. It's beautiful. What do you think, love? We're going to catch?
Hope so, love.
Yeah, at least we're trying, aren't we?
Hope, don't we?
Third different stretch section in 24 hours, but got to hunt them down, got to track them down. Beautiful. Oh, all the rods are out now and we're fishing. Shaz has just made us a lovely corned beef hash on the old cob, but she made loads, so I've got quite a few potatoes left and a bit of corned beef, so I'm going to just chop the potatoes up a bit finer, and I'm going to chuck them out as bait because carp love a bit of potato. When I first started carping, I don't know, 40 years ago, I actually used potatoes. I always caught on them as well. I'm going back a few years now. Mainly because as a kid I was told I had no money, so potatoes are like dirt cheap. Yeah. I'd use them as hook baits, but this particular section is quite a few crayfish, so it won't last long in here, that's for sure. But we get plenty of we draw a few fish in. Let's get them out there. Yes, take a look at this beauty. It took some tracking down this one. Three different sections. We finally got one. We found them. And it's a beauty.
It is an absolute beauty, that.
You like it, Shaz?
Yeah, I do. It's absolutely stunning fish.
Gorgeous, isn't it, that one?
Nice colours on it and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a stunner. Well worth tracking them down, these. Never fished this stretch before. Never seen anybody fish it. So who knows, it might be totally uncaught. What a beauty. Ah, it's put him back. Love that one, Shaz.